It's been a long time, and in this video I want to talk to you about my winter jacket. So in this video I want to share this jacket, and I also want to talk about some updates. Well, down below in the description box I will put how you can jump directly to the jacket if you want to watch just only the jacket. I want to start with updates. So I've been thinking that I've been pushing myself too hard to try to be consistent on the Instagram, try to share something on Facebook, write blog posts and YouTube. It was kind of crazy, and in the end I gave up everything and I was just kind of resting. And also I have a school I'm teaching crochet, and it's kind of really crazy. It gets crazy, so I stopped doing everything. I just, apart from my school, because you guys are paying me there, I cannot abandon you. So I just lie down on the sofa and I was like, I need to freaking rest. I found out the next thing that I cannot sew. I mean, when I'm cutting the fabric, or when I'm drafting a pattern, when I'm sewing, I notice that I cannot take photos or think about, oh, this angle is right to put on Instagram or something like that, you know. If I'm thinking about that, I stop thinking about what I'm sewing, I'm stop generating ideas, and it kind of put me in the stuck position. And I decided that on Instagram I'll be just sharing the stuff which I finished, just when I finish and when I put a blog post about this, or when I make a video. And here on YouTube I'll try to make it more often, but I'll make a video when I finish something, or when I really have something to say, or I want to share, or I want to make another giveaway, something like that. But it will not be consistent. Don't wait for consistency from me. I just cannot do that. It is very creative, very artistic kind of thinking, that a process which I have, that I cannot really do that, because if I do, I stop creating. And the reason for me to have this channel and to write this blog, the main reason for this is the creation. So yeah guys, there will be no consistency and I'll stop trying to have some. So yeah, this is about the update. And there are stuff which I've sewn last few months, and I will be sharing with you as fast as I can take photos, take videos, something like that. But let me finally share those jackets, because the winter is over and spring is almost over and we are heading straight to summer, and I want to share tops, I want to share dresses, and yeah, the jacket. I will start with my jacket, and I'm ready to film 2 videos. I'll share one of my hobby very soon. And the first one is my jacket. I've sewn this jacket. I'll show you just like this very fast in camera, but there will be video, there will be photos. I have the jacket is completely self-drafted. I've drafted the whole pattern, but the kind of design of the pattern is not my design. I didn't design it. I used this book. Sorry for the. I used this book to draft the pattern. It has kind of directions. I'm still not ready to make a review of this book to recommend or not to recommend. There are great ideas, but you need to understand pattern drafting. You need to know things way deeper to use this book with the ease to draft something as a jacket. But I think, well, I'll make a book review very soon, but I'm not ready yet to advise you or not to buy this book. So I drafted the jacket from the book. It has kind of the outer part of the jacket. I drafted facing, lining. I used silk for lining the jacket. I'll try to make kind of close-up so you can see. The outer fabric is cotton with wool. I used wool mohair as an underlining for this fabric, so it is way thicker and kind of warmer fabric, which is under this cotton wool mixture, which is pretty thin fabric. I bought this fabric to make pants, But then I saw this jacket and I decided that I just want to try to see how things will come out. And when I started drafting, I was like, oh my god, all these crazy lines, how I'm going to sew them in a plaid. And it was kind of, well, I managed somehow. There is not like a perfect marching on the inside of the jacket. I know some squares are not perfectly matched, but I tried so much for the outside. I also had only 2 meters, and because, you know, I was planning for pants. And for this jacket, 2 meters to place all those, because I placed a lot of stuff on bias, and it kind of got a little bit crazy with moving and trying too much things around. It was crazy, but very, very fun. I had a lot of fun doing that, drafting, and also cutting out and sewing this jacket. This jacket also has the main fabric. It has kind of light. You can use actually 2 sides of the fabric. I mean, I think it was kind of one of the main reasons why I bought it, because it looks a little different. On one side is more red, and then on the inside is more kind of black. So I was thinking to use this kind of, maybe for the details or something, to use it to turn the fabric. But in the end I decided that there are just too many lines and I was too crazy about the decision making, and I decided to use the darker side for the facing, for the inside of the jacket, and the lighter for the outside. And this is huge thanks to Alejandro, because he was helping me so much with this kind of color size, fabric size decisions. Yeah, what else I can tell you? I was also getting crazy about the pockets. I saw the pockets a little bit in a weird thing. When I was drafting the pattern, I made an arrow for the welts of the pocket, and they came out a little bit, well, anyway, I made an arrow there. And when I was sewing those welts, I understood that I made an arrow, but I was like, what? I turned it out, I looked at it because I already cut it, but I could have removed and sewn it better. But I decided, what if I just leave it like this? What if those overlapping, if this overlapping effect is interesting or not interesting? And I came to the conclusion that I like the overlapping effect, but maybe it will look way better if those welts are a little bit thicker, a little bit longer or something like that. A little bit wider. So the zipper will have its place and overlapping effect will have its place, and it will not be kind of, I want to open but I'm still closed. So yeah, but I like the overlapping effect, but in the future I think the welts should be wider for that. And what else I can tell? And I used the, as I told you, I used the design from the book. In the book, the back has pleat. It's kind of inside pleat. I'm mixed up a little bit with how you should call it, knife pleats, all these pleats. It's kind of a pleat, but the fabric goes inside, the weight of the fabric, and I put it on the jacket also. But when it was almost done, I needed to attach only lining to the jacket, and I tried it on, and Alejandro helped me. We looked on the mirror, he looked at me from the back, and the back was just huge. That thing on me doesn't work. This kind of, when a pleat goes, kind of the main fabric of the pleat goes outside, is fine, but when the main fabric of the pleat goes inside and the pleat kind of closed like this thing creates on me the effect that I'm like a big huge orange. It's crazy to say that, but I'm happy we changed it. And I didn't know, first I freaked out because I had no idea how to change it, because I just saw this thing perfectly. I needed to redo that because I didn't place it like 5 millimeters of wrong placement of the square exactly in the middle. I was right exactly in the middle, so I I changed it so it was straight there, and then I noticed this, so I needed to change it the third time, no, the second time around. So first time I sewn, second time I changed it, and the third I needed to sew it again to undo it and sew all this curve again. And the fabric there got kind of, it stretched a little bit, so I kind of passed a little bit of work on doing this curve for the third time. But I'm so happy I removed that pleat from the back. It looks way nicer. If I knew that, I think I would probably place the square in the middle. As you can see, in the middle of the back I placed kind of two squares side by side, and I think I would place a square in the back, so it will be kind of, everything will be very centered for now. So everything will be very centered. So yeah, I think that's it about all the sewing craziness problems. I also put in the lining, I also put underline. Yes, to the main fabric I put underlining, and to the, okay, I'm mixed up with the terminology here. The main fabric has on the back of this fabric, on the inside of this fabric, there is wool mohair, and the lining, the silk lining, also has wool mohair. So there is kind of, this jacket is freaking thick and is super warm, but the sleeves of the lining, it doesn't have that. Why? I just was thinking that if I put too much thickness in the sleeves, it will not be so comfortable to move, and I was right. It was very good that I didn't put that thickness in the sleeves. What else? When I was also trying the jacket, before I added lining and all the stuff, I noticed that I wanted my sleeves to be shorter because they are very wide. I wanted to experiment. I would not normally do that. I would not make so wide sleeves, at least on the cuffs, so wide for myself. They were very wide, and I decided, and when I was trying it, I saw that this wideness is okay, but if it will be as the length of kind of normal sleeve, it will be too much bulky. I don't know, it gave me this kind of impression. So the sleeves are a little bit shorter than I would normally have sleeves. So when my hands are down, it looks like fine, but when I put my hands a little bit up, they look shorter because they're also freaking wide. Also in the original design, they have kind of, I don't know how to call them, on the kind of, straps, no? I don't know how to call it. Anyway, but I decided that I didn't know if I want to include them or I didn't want to include them. And one goes here in the collar, and there is each one for the sleeve, for each sleeve. So I was not sure if I should include it, I shouldn't, so I decided to leave it away. Because jacket has so much details, I think it will be just too much. If I would make a jacket in a plain color, I would probably use those things to include to the jacket. But with all those squares going around, I think it is just a little bit too much. So yeah, what I think I would change if I will make the second one ever. When I'm saying that, not because I don't like the jacket, I love the jacket, it's just there are so many things I want to draft that I'm kind of completely mad about that. What I would change is that the collar is too high, I think so. I like how it is, it protects from winds, freaking good, and all this stuff, but I cannot wear the hair, I cannot wear it down. I need to put a ponytail which is a little bit up, so it does not kind of have a kind of confusion, weird confusion there. So for this reason I think I will lower it slightly down. And the pockets, I'm so used to put my hands in the pockets like that, Even when we're taking a video, and walking around, I was just trying to put my hands in the pockets so many times. And I put these pockets, which I put a little bit up in the jacket. I think they're too up, although I can walk like this and my hands are kind of here. It's okay, but I am not used to it. I want to put them down. I want to have pockets here. So as a design, I like how those pockets look, but as the comfortability, I think I need pockets here in this kind of level of the stomach, of the belly. So yeah, I think that's it. That's it about this jacket. I told you about the lining, silk lining. I interfaced the fabric. Those which I cut and bias, I put organza under the main fabric, and then I put the wool fabric. And because the wool fabric I didn't cut on bias, the wool fabric. When I cut the main fabric on bias, I didn't cut the wool fabric, which is backing the main fabric on bias. Yeah, so I put that on organza, and what else? And other interfacing which I used, it was hair canvas, something like that. I'm still getting used to terminology and trying to use sew in interface. So that is it about the jacket. Let me know your ideas down below. By the way, we filmed it like kind of maybe 3 months ago. Thank you so much for watching this video, and talk to you soon. Bye.